Today we're going to make another kind of journal, a distressed book or an altered book. I need to talk to you for a bit about how to acquire a book to begin with. This one I bought from a friend of mine at a vintage store. It's an old book. It doesn't even have the date in it. The pages are falling out. But it's not a first edition. It's not in terrific shape. Somebody has added things to it already, colored in it, made check marks, so it's not a precious, valuable book. That is important. It's also important that you own the book that you alter. So I would suggest checking with an adult or a parent or guardian. If you are a child, make sure you really do own the book that you want to work on. Make sure it's not a library book. And then you can begin. So the first thing that I do, you can see I've already cut a circle in the cover here. This is an amazing little tool that I just love. It's a compass with a blade. So it will cut through just about anything. And I cut all the way around several times to get through the layer. Then I use an x-acto knife to pry up an end and peel it off. So it has a nice little gray fuzzy surface here that I could maybe draw or paint with. And if I didn't like that, I have a circle cut out in the same diameter that I could put on and glue down and draw or paint in here if I wish. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do. The second thing is look at all these blank pages that you can draw on. And I actually like this the way it is. I might glue a feather on or some other thing I've collected. Another thing these little books are good for is pressing flowers. So get a couple pieces of wax paper and a flower from your walk or your hike. Put the flower between the wax paper, slip it in the pages of the book, set a brick on top of it, and you can press that flower in there when you're not drawing in it. So this little page I think would make a nice drawing page. This one's falling out, so I might just take some Scotch tape and tape it down. And then this is a fun thing to do. I look for found poetry. So this is just a plain old dry introduction as to what the book is about, but I look for words in here that I liked and I circled them. So I'm changing introduction to induction. And then I circled the following words, which to me feel like a poem. The attention of the artist is graceful and varied, light and shade, diversified and charming, brilliant and gorgeous, the tenderest and most delicate of character, combining an elusive quality, beauty. So I am taking a Sharpie and a ruler and blacking out all of the words I don't want, leaving the words that I've circled. Then when the Sharpie is dry, I'll go in with an eraser and erase the circles, and there will be a little poem in there. You can also write your own poetry next to it. On the back side of where I've been working, you can see the Sharpie is bled through. So I'm definitely going to cover that with a blank piece of paper and glue that down and draw on it. You can find feathers, like I said, flowers. You can do rubbings. If you find a piece of, or a leaf that you like, do a little rubbing on it on some of these blank pages, and goes with the flower illustrations. So some of these things I'm going to keep just as they are in the book. Some I'm going to change, but by the time I'm done, it will be my very own nicely bound journal. So that is all for today. I hope you are all well and keeping yourselves happy. Goodbye for now.